Hey guys, Bo KCT here, aka Johnny Jelko. Guys, got something cool for you. If you've been following along with the SOF or Seeds of Freedom A.I.M Advanced Iron Sight Module, which is this rear sight right here, and an associated front sight from Dawson Precision. If you've been following along with what's been going on with that, it's a very, very interesting iron sight module, and it's got a lot of benefits and, well, there's a lot of controversy surrounding it. But you know what? There's not anybody really showing, like, hey, what holsters does this fit into? Is it going to make you faster? Is it going to make you more accurate? That's going to depend on you as a shooter, versus a red dot, standard iron sights, things like that. But what we wanted to do today is show you something concrete, something that you can take to the bank. And in this case, that's going to be some holster compatibility. So I've got a ton of holsters here. There's a huge pile sitting right here. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at this gun and its associated iron sight module. So this is just a very simple plain boy. It is a Gen 3 RTF2. Cleared. And the LAPG slide rail weapon light, which is pretty close to the TLR1. So we're going to use that as an analog for this today. The reason why we're going to be doing that is that the TLR1 is a common light that most people have, and it is a fairly common shape. It's two sidecar batteries there. Yeah, it's a pretty hefty weapons light. So if it'll fit these holsters with this weapons light, it should do pretty well for most of you if you're rocking a smaller weapons light. Forgive the pets in the background. So there will be a couple times we go ahead and dismount this light because there are some holsters we're going to try that are not light bearing, and we'll go ahead and try those out. Also, if there's a holster that looks like it could fit into, but maybe the light is a little much, we'll go ahead and strip that light off there, test it out without it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. By the way, we've got stuff from Orpaz, we got stuff from Phobos, we got stuff from Safariland, we got stuff from IMI, we've got Uncle Mike's trying to do a Safariland at one point, guys. We've got that. There's just Blackhawk, there's just too much stuff to mention here. Tactical Design Labs, they're anyways, TDL, RIP. So let's go ahead and get started with the Orpaz. This is the T40 Pro. Fits, locks in there just nice. You see that the hood cover is perfect on that rear sight. So go ahead, pop that out. Works great. Try the Blackhawk L2D holster. This is specifically designed for a TLR1 type light, and lo and behold, it fits the LAPG slide rail because it's a clone of it. So fits, locks in good. That hood is cool. The optic guard is way oversized. Obviously, I've removed the rear hood because typically when I run this holster, which is not very often, I hate having that rear flip down hood. It just gets in the way all the time when reholstering. So that works out just great there. Let's try. This is the Phobos. Oh god, I don't remember the RBT2. Yeah, so it's pretty wild holster. Fits in there just nice. I mean, the draw on this thing is never going to be the smoothest, but obviously plenty of clearance. This is the Tactical Design Labs, the Excalibur X2000. So this is for a Glock 17. I think it's the X2 light or the M3 light. Stays, plenty of clearance. Not the smoothest draw there, and it's just the front side post catching on the inside there. I think we sanded it down, or had a bunch of draws to work with. You could go ahead and smooth that out nicely. The Dawson Precision sight is a metal sight, so no worries there. But nobody has these, so. So you guys will notice too that we are using a lot of duty style holsters in here. The ever famous Safariland AliExpress knockoff. Oh, it's terrible. I mean, for 17 bucks, if you need to get into the Safariland ecosystem, you could do worse, but you could do a lot better too. So, and it does not fit there. You can see that it's not going to go in. She's been telling you that it's not going to go in. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, speaking of Tactical Design Labs, this is a kind of sequel holster. This is the Teller 4,000, 5,000, and that is from Point Blank Enterprises / Gould and Goodrich. So it's a duty style holster, level 3. So covers the air sight module there. Put it down. Go ahead and draw. One thing that's nice about these is that there is a lot of clearance in there, and that takes care of that issue with the front side post. So on a draw, no real snagging, and works great with this light too. So if you haven't checked these out, check them out. I don't think they're replacing Safarilands anytime soon, but it's an interesting choice to be sure. Okay, let's try another Lopez. This is the T40X, so this is the precursor to the T40 Pro. There we go. As you can see, the locking mechanism is nowhere near as robust as it is on the T40 Pro, but does definitely work because that is a hell of an optics cutout right there. So, have an Orpaz, you're good. Okay, let's see here. The Blackhawk Epoch holster. Let's test this out. Now, with the closed rear hood there, it's going to be a difficult tell, but that's always about. Hey, we got it. So this thing does kind of hang open as it is. There's a little bit of see how that kind of sticks open. So it's a little bit more prevalent when the gun's in there, but I'm impressed. I'm surprised that it goes in there. You kind of need 3 hands on this Blackhawk because you do have to depress this lever to go ahead and close this rear hood. So yeah, so that one works too. A little Blackhawk action for the win. So 2 out of 2 Blackhawk holsters are working on that one. So here is the T, the Knoll holster, or the whatever it is that's there, duty holster. It's supposed to be like level 2 or 3 or something, but really level 2, it's not much of a holster. And so just the way that they have the locking mechanism constructed, the A.I.M does not fit in there. Nothing you can do about that. But if you're carrying around with this, man, I question you. You know, if you're working like armed security or something, you're carrying something like that, we can talk. Like, I get you a regular holster. Okay, Safariland 7000 series. Very interesting. Maybe I should have bought her flowers. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that that's not going to work. If you look at the A.I.M there, how tall it is, and how like blocked off that is there, because that's the screw for the mechanism. That is not going to work. I should have brought the flowers. Okay, those are some without the light ones. Okay, so let's try alien gear. Everybody loves alien gear, right? We got the sweet Rapid Force holster. This is an older one, obviously you guys can tell. There's no optics hood on there. And I know that when Mojo did his review, he was talking about how one of the guys he was shooting with had a front sight post that was a little taller and how it kept hanging up on the inside. I believe this is going to be the same one, the same problem, because I believe this is the same model holster. I know they said that in the newer models they fixed that. I don't work for alien gear, I can't vouch for that. But, you know, if Mojo says they did, they probably did. So, got the smoothest insert. It's like me on prom night. But that does work. Obviously, it looks a little bit goofy, but you know, you've got your A.I.M there, and it does not conflict with anything else in the holster. Yeah, it's that front sight hanging up on there. Okay, how bad are you sticking? So high. I'm going to go ahead and revisit this one without the light and see if that matters. So here's another Safariland. I think this is like the 3084. The Beretta 92. Yeah, this thing works great for Glocks, works great for Kinetics. Not just Berettas, guys. There we go. Okay, so that's the only locking mechanism that this thing has. I did cut this down without it being cut. It'd be real close. But I did cut it down to go ahead and accommodate red dots, because I do run a red dot optic on another Glock and throw it there, so you know, it stays in just as well as it ought to. Yeah. Okay. Cat is jumping on the TV right now, and if I had the wherewithal, I would probably like huck him through a window. Okay. Let's take a look here at the IWI. So IWI, IMI is really Military Industries. Let's see this bad Larry likes what we have on sale here. No. I cut the end off this thing too to accommodate different lights, and lo and behold, doesn't even want this light. Okay, so that's a no-go there, but we're going to go ahead and revisit that one when we dismount the light. Lastly, I think, well, a couple things we have for using with lights is the Uncle Mike's. When they try to do a Safariland, it's crazy. This holster is pretty old, but it's a push down into the side release mechanism. Opens the hood, and that unlocks the doo-doo brown channel in there to release your firearm. So we'll go ahead. So that does lock in. Can close the hood there. This looks like some phaser or something. So front side again. Yeah, I have a feeling that with the right light, this would be great. I'm not going to go retest it though, because holster, it's about 1,000,000 years out of date from a company that nobody cares about. Okay, so lastly, we got the 6000 series, because why not, from Sapphire-Land, and Jeff Gerwich over. Okay, that I think is going to be a case of the light. So we'll go ahead and try that again without the light. And then this is the 7000 RDS. So 7000 series RDS. You got one of these. Sorry, Sapphire-Land. Doing perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and dismount this light. Hey guys, future editing insert Ben here. I found a holster that I think it's really important that we talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and include this. And that is your standard like 6000, 7000 series, just regular holster from Sapphire-Land. And this does use their ALS. And as you can see here, the 6000 series, which is absolutely ancient, it has enough clearance for the SOF Industries A.I.M. So if you are running something like this, where it's just using the ALS and you don't have the locking hood, like we showed earlier with the other Sapphire-Land holsters, then this is good to go. So again, if you have your old standard Sapphire-Land 6000, 7000, so you can see the suede in there, how old this thing is. 6000, 7000 series holster. You can go ahead and throw the A.I.M gun in there with no problems. So let's get back to the rest of the video. Okay, we are now minus light. 6000 series. Okay. Like a glove. I mean, look at how close that is. Beautiful. So 6000 series with a smaller light should work. You may want to like flare it out back here, but that should work. Normally I carry a it is a Holosun PID, and that works with a lot of these holsters just because it's narrow. It uses the 1835, I believe. 18350, and yeah, it's not a double stacked sidecar battery. So this works out with the A.I.M. The IMI is really Military Industries holster. Perfect. So well, that works. Alright, let's retry the alien gear. Okay, we have positive lock-in. Yeah. Yep, so it's that light that's forcing the raised front sight into the mechanism of the alien gear. So if you are running a smaller light than something like this, which again is 2 batteries side by side, it's a rather chunky boy, you are going to probably do pretty well. So if you've got like the Holosun PID, if you've got like the TLR7, if you've got with the Wild 1, Wild 2, those should be fine. Wild 2, no, the Wild 2 is a side-by-side battery, I think. So either way, on your alien gear, if you're having problems with that front side post, check your light. Could be the only thing you need to succeed. Okay, there's all that. Too much, man, you did too much. Alright, so this is the Orpaz. I'm trying to remember what series this is, but it is their like level 2 thumb activated holster, and smooth lock-in, perfect. Doesn't come anywhere near the A.I.M. Works out really well. Orpaz Evo Pro. Perfect. Most of my CCW stuff is Orpaz, so you're going to see a lot of that. The Orpaz, what are they, is this the, it's their Evo light bearing, I believe. My voice is just not having it. Yep. So if you have the right light, again, Holosun PID works great on these. You are off to the races. Plenty of clearance on that. This is the Orpaz, the P series, something like that. Yep, so plenty of clearance there. I do like how crispy their stuff snaps, and it's just so nice. The Orpaz, this is like their, I don't know what series this is, but it's very, very beefy, and it's got the level 2 release mechanism there on the back. Plenty of clearance there. Obviously a little bit of wobble, just because I don't have a light on it, and it's a light bearing holster, and I don't have the insert there for that. So that is pretty much all we got as far as the holsters go. So there's a pretty big smorgasbord of holsters. I mean, you've got your Phobos, you've got some Uncle Mike's, a lot of Safariland in there. So there's a lot of different options for if you want to run this. So the easiest way to do this is if you are going to go out and purchase an A.I.M, you want to make sure you have a quality holster for it. A lot of the options on here, you really can't beat them, with the exception of this guy. He's pretty crush proof, but man, that mechanism's not stopping anybody. Blackhawk, you know, both their offerings pass the test. So if you are going to go ahead and pick something like this up, the easiest way to do it would be to pick out a holster that is already cut for an optic, or has like a hood and clearance area for an optic. That would give you the best results in terms of buying a holster that is likely to fit. And of course, these models are going to go ahead and take care of you. Glock 17 is a pretty universal size handgun, kind of what the sights were designed for, so rock on. When in doubt, whip it out, guys. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks for checking us out. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Go check out those guys over at seedsoffreedom.com or SOFindustries.com, I believe. And also, just as a disclaimer, this was sent out to me for a review. They did not ask for a positive review. They said basically just throw it out there. Whatever happens, whatever you think about it, we want people to see it. We're not going to sit there and like pre-vet a review, which is awesome. I've had people tell me that they want to see the review and everything beforehand. It's like, no, I'll tell you, if there's a problem, we can work out like what it is. But they didn't even want that. They just wanted to have the video done on it. So those guys are fucking awesome. I think they're knocking it out of the park with the A.I.M. Yeah, again, that's all I got for you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to go lose my voice. See ya.